Part 1. The Unexpected Reunion in the Studio. Leo adjusted the microphone, preparing for another late-night podcast recording. His home studio was his sanctuary, soundproofed, bathed in soft purple ambient light, and filled with memorabilia from his gaming days. The room felt empty tonight, though. He missed having his partner, Maya, here to bounce ideas off of. He was just about to hit record when the studio door creaked open. Leo spun around, his breath catching in his throat. There stood Maya, looking just as vibrant and edgy as the day they met. Her signature purple hair braided and her iconic yellow biker jacket still covered in the same pins and spikes. A tired but relieved smile spread across her face. "Maya, what are you doing here? I thought you were on tour for another 2 months," Leo stammered, standing up from his chair. "Tour got cut short," Maya said softly, taking a step into the room. "A logistical nightmare. But it meant I got to come home early. And the first place I wanted to be was right here." Part 2. A moment of quiet serenity. Before Leo could even process the surprise, Maya had crossed the distance between them. The studio's tension, filled with the anticipation of work, dissolved instantly into something warm and electric. She didn't just hug him. She collapsed into him, her head finding a familiar, comforting resting place on his shoulder, just below his neck. Leo, wearing his usual casual plaid shirt over a pink tank top, wrapped his arms tightly around her waist, pulling her against him as if to anchor her to this reality. He rested his chin gently on the top of her head, inhaling the familiar scent of her shampoo mixed with the faint metallic tang of her jacket's hardware. For a long, beautiful minute, the world outside the studio walls, the podcasts, the fans, the tour deadlines simply ceased to exist. They just held each other, letting the silence speak the words they didn't need to say. Part 3. Adjusting to the quiet. They eventually broke the embrace, but only enough for Maya to take in her surroundings. She looked at the organized chaos of Leo's desk, the wall of character posters including the stylized one of Leo and the high-end headphones resting on their stand. "God, I've missed this place," she sighed, settling into Leo's lap as he sat back down in his ergonomic office chair. "It's so quiet here compared to the road. My ears are still ringing." "I bet," Leo chuckled, running a hand through her soft purple braid. "You're just in time, though. I was literally about to start recording my indie game spotlight episode. Want to stick around and maybe chime in? Or do you just want to decompress?" Maya leaned back against his chest again, eyes closed, a look of pure contentment on her face. "I think I'll just listen for now. Hearing your voice without a PA system between us is enough." Excitement for one night. Part 4. Shared spaces and secrets. As Leo began to speak into the microphone, explaining the mechanics of a new roguelite, Maya remained a warm presence in his arms. She traced the pattern of his plaid shirt with her fingers, lost in her own thoughts. So, the core loop is all about risk and reward. Leo's voice was calm, professional yet inviting. It was the voice that had built his online community. Maya listened, feeling a profound sense of peace. The last few months on tour had been a blur of adrenaline and isolation. Here, in this small, purple-hued room with Leo, she felt truly safe. She reached up and squeezed his hand, the silver rings on their fingers clicking together. He gave her hand a reassuring squeeze back without breaking his narrative rhythm. This was their reality intertwined, supportive, and built on a deep, mutual understanding of each other's passions. Part 5. The podcast sign-off. Leo reached the end of his script, wrapping up the segment with his usual sign-off. And as always, thanks for listening, friends. Stay curious and keep gaming. For Pixel Pulse, this is Leo, signing off. He clicked the mute button on the audio interface. The room returned to a comfortable stillness. "That was a good one," Maya murmured, finally opening her eyes. "Better with you here," Leo smiled, turning the chair so he could face her fully. He looked at the patches on her yellow jacket, the rusted patch near her shoulder, the chaotic art on her cuff. They were reminders of where she'd been, but he was just glad she was back at her starting point. "Welcome home, Maya." She leaned in for a soft kiss, sealing the promise that the separation was over. The Purple Studio was no longer just a workplace. It was the place where their story would continue, one quiet moment at a time.